Hello class, and welcome to today's Gaming Broscussion. I'm Professor Micheal, and I'm here to talk to you about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, before we deep dive into this, I wanted to preface this video with my love for the Kingdom Hearts series. With respect to video games, this series easily had the largest impact on my childhood and beyond. However, that Broscussion is largely for another time. My main focus in this video is entirely on the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. So, without further ado, let class begin! After such a long journey, we finally end up where the final battle begins for Kingdom Hearts 3, the Keyblade Graveyard. It doesn't take long to be thrusted into the conclusion of the story, and it also doesn't take long to reach certain gripes that I have with it. You see, many of the elements for a great story were already there, but I feel that, as many do, the ending was just simply rushed. There was a certain disconnect between Endgame and the rest of Kingdom Hearts 3. I immediately began to feel this after seeing most of our Guardians of Light taken in by a storm of Heartless. It just didn't feel right, and especially didn't feel right after having Sora's reaction to it. His feelings simply felt forced and uncharacteristic. I mean, even Riku says to Sora, "Come on, I know you don't believe that." Now, I've seen the literary device Deus Ex Machina tossed around the internet as an explanation for this scene and the ones that ensue. But literary intentions aside, it doesn't fit with what we've had leading up to this. You see, the Kingdom Hearts series has such a rich and expansive story, and has taken great lengths to explain the finer details within each game. So, if Nomura had decided to give this ending the same treatment, I feel we would have had character deaths more drawn out. As I stated earlier, many of the elements for a great story were there. They just needed to be drawn out and maybe even placed in a different order. For example, let's suppose that Donald dies at the hand of his own wand after using too strong of magic. Sora, rightfully so, would be devastated, as would the fans. But Terranor is seemingly gone, or at least sent far off into the distance, which allows the rest of the group to press on. So, let's suppose that's exactly what they do. Oh, but what about that giant heartless tornado, you might ask? Well, heck. Let's say Goofy's the next one to go. Perhaps Sora uses Goofy Bash and tosses him into the heat of it and takes one for the team. Okay, yeah, maybe that's a bit much, but my point is this. We came here for a battle between 7 Guardians of Light and 13 Darknesses. It makes sense for Goofy to go right after Donald, trying to protect the rest of the group in some way. Sorry, Donald and Goofy. We thank you for your service. Moving right along, and assuming we keep most things the same here, let's go ahead and use most of the scenes that are already presented to us, but this time there's a little twist at the tail end of each character's scene. That's right, our Guardians of Light slowly drop one by one. Axel falls at the hand of Xemnas, while Kairi is kidnapped. Then, Aqua and Ventus fall at the hand of Ansem's Guardian. Last but not least, we have King Mickey being taken by the magic of Luxord. And, I don't know, Larxene does some pretty evil stuff and rips the card or something. Okay, yeah, I know we're getting very un-Disney with that, but I mean, if they can literally kill everyone in one swoop, and talk about bodies and hearts being detached, and even have Sora in the afterlife, I don't see why they can't do this. It's still the same characters dying in the ways it was already hinted at, but of course, if this were to all happen, Sora would be devastated. But who is there by his side to remind him that they must press on and save Kairi? That's right, Riku. The two press on, but Sora's faith in winning this battle is quickly fading. So here we are, Sora and Riku, and staring across from them is young Xehanort, Ansem, and Xemnas. Master Xehanort is watching from above. Our two heroes take down the previous 3 villains from the series, leaving only Master Xehanort. But Sora will fight no more, so what happens? That's right, Kairi dies. And now, cue scene. Except it's Riku standing before Master Xehanort, and not some heartless tornado, before he's taken by the darkness. And then of course Sora is taken next. Oh, and this brings in my next gripe. Notice how I transitioned right to this scene instead of some random title card? We're quickly taken to the scene of young Xehanort and his call of checkmate against young Ericus. Okay, but really, why a title card? It was just way out of place and took me from the moment. I mean, let young Xehanort emphasize the moment instead of having him repeat what the title card had literally just stated. Title cards aside, we're now in the final world. Pretty much all the moments here could remain the same. So let's fast forward, and bam. We are back to the moment just before Terranort's appearance, and everything the second time around happens just how it did in the original ending. The lingering sentiment appears, Terra, Roxas, and Xion come to rescue, and we reach the end where Kairi, that's right, Kairi still dies. You know how much more powerful that would make her death? After all we just did, and that was still the one thing that we could not change? In a sense, we would feel even more sorrow for Sora because he wouldn't even remember it due to the laws of time travel in this series. To me, not much had to be changed either. The cutscenes to make these deaths happen, minus Goofy of course, were already there. For those who may be thinking, well, geez, that's a whole lot of repetition in the boss fights, my answer to that is we wouldn't complete the fights the first time through. Trigger these cutscenes halfway through the fight. There are scenes already set up this way anyways, before we are able to see their HP to 0. And there you have it, an ending that is a little more drawn out, making you appreciate the outcome that much more. Wait, where are you going? No, don't pack your bags just yet, class is not over. I still have one little detail I want to address, Sora's death during the ending scenes. Having this happen amidst our outro song completely undoes the drama behind Kairi's death. I mean, come on, thanks to the secret ending and already knowing that there will be more games, we know that Sora's back in some shape or form, so why even bother to make a point of his death right now, and during a quick segment of cutscenes no less? I feel the game would have concluded much better if we just got to see Sora leaving the group behind as they rush to stop him from entering that portal. I mean, heck, make it cheesy even, and before he hops into that portal, let's get a smile that flashes us back to that same smile he gave us the last time he sacrificed himself in order to save Kairi. Then, just imagine the outro song kicking in at this moment. People rush forward to stop Sora, begging to find another way, but then it's too late. Sora is gone. Then, all respective groups have no other choice but to return to their homelands, and we have Riku on the island, all alone, staring at a tree where Kairi and Sora should be, but then they both fade away. For me personally, that makes the secret ending a little bit more exciting, because now we know that Riku sought out a way to save Sora and Kairi. It also leaves us wondering with a burning question of, where is Kairi? Is she alive? Is she in this world with Sora? Who knows? And I guess that's for another time, and another Gaming Broscussion. So thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys all think. Would this have made the ending to Kingdom Hearts 3 better or worse? Leave your comments below, and if you'd like to see more, do not forget to subscribe. I have so much love for the Kingdom Hearts series and would really like to make more videos such as this one for you all, so please stick around. And with that, class is over!